Tips for renting an apartment. When you rent an apartment, you are paying the landlord for rent. The rent you pay, known as rent, is generally called mortgage. A mortgage is a promise that you make to the landlord for your use, such as an apartment. A mortgage also states, when will you repay the rental money? When you rent a house or apartment in person, you have to pay a down payment. When you rent your own home, you don't have to pay a down payment, and usually the landlord doesn't require any down payment. The landlord may ask you to make one before letting you occupy the property. This is sometimes required by the law. The rent that you get each month covers everything you use from the kitchen to the bath. The rent also includes a utility charge, electric, telephone, internet. The landlord does not give you the services. Usually you are expected to pay these charges yourself. Sometimes the utilities are free, but other times they cost a small fee. There are different types of leases that you can choose from. Some leases are very easy to understand while others are not. If you don't have any experience in renting an apartment, it's best to go with the easier types of leases. Otherwise, you could end up with more headaches than you bargained for. It is not hard to find different apartments to rent. Many realtors advertise their properties in the newspapers and the internet. Once you know which areas are not too crowded, you can start looking for apartments that fit your needs. You don't have to spend a lot of money on rent if you are going to stay in your own home. You can rent an apartment for a couple of months until you find something that you really want. Once you find a place that suits your needs, it would be a good idea to stick with it. Most of all, make sure that the place is clean, safe and comfortable for your family. Once you get used to it, your family will feel very secure with it. As you rent an apartment, you should keep in mind that the landlord charges you a percentage of your monthly rent. It's important that you take advantage of this and do all you can to save money. You don't have to compromise on food, entertainment, and other expenses just to save money. You should always try to be polite when asking for discounts from the landlord. There are apartments that give away some facilities for free. If you do this, you won't have to pay much money out of pocket. Make sure that you read the rules and regulations of the apartment. Before you sign the lease, check to make sure there are no rules or regulations that you don't understand. Make sure to ask questions and clarify things. Be persistent, because there are many rules and regulations and you don't want to waste your time and effort signing a lease that you don't understand. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video for more about buying, renting or selling houses and apartments.